Previously on that Cthulhu John.
I'm here to get you prepped for your surgery.
Oh, goody. Time to peel my skin off and reattach it to a new area.
I think it's time to swing by Logan. Might have critically injured and possibly murdered 2 of the heralds.
It is better that you kill off more of the heralds, detective. With none of them left, the spell during the Aquariid meteor shower cannot happen.
An opal was found on one of the Ophidians I battled. They used it to communicate.
I have had to keep mine hidden for quite some time, so as they do not know where I am. The insignias carved on this box keep it enchanted. It blocks all communications with the sound gems. I can teach you how to use it.
You go to the hospital.
Sal, what happened?
All I know is that the bullets started coming through. I got hit a couple times and then things just kind of went black on me. I'm going to sign over the whole bar to you, Heather.
So you're going down the ledger and you see a lot of funds getting transferred to another account of someone named Chucky M. Walter, as your vision starts to come into focus, you see that it is Tom Winklespect. Raquel told me that you were in the hospital. Just thought I'd come by to visit you. And you guys just kind of making small talk. And then it hits you. The weird thing about Tom is that he looks the same every time you see him. He wears the same hideous sweater vest. It is olive green with a blue and orange plaid stripe across it.
Welcome to that Cthulhu John.
Hello, thanks for joining us for That Cthulhu John, episode 63. We are a role-play Call of Cthulhu podcast. I am George, your keeper of arcane lore. And with me are my friends and investigators, Chad,
Yo.
Chuck,
Hey, Happy. I got my hand back.
Oh.
and Jenny.
Hi.
Rest in peace, Carl Weathers.
Yeah.
We've only just begun.
All right, guys, so when we last left off, Thompson had just called Heather from a payphone at a diner. And Heather said she had some stuff to tell him to go pick her up from her apartment. Mm-hmm. All right. Thompson, is there anything you want to do before you go to Heather's apartment?
Oh my God, I got so much stuff I gotta do. You know, it's. I don't even have more back burners. I got pots on top of pots on the back burner. It's unsafe.
She did text you 911.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm definitely going there. I don't think I need to stop anywhere else that I can think of. I think I was on my way directly there. I already stopped and grabbed flowers for the forensics lady.
Oh, okay.
I got everything I need.
Hopefully she doesn't eat them.
Yeah, no, I expect her to now. I don't get it. It's weird.
Oh.
No, thank you for the flowers. They're delicious. All right.
I'll eat these later. I mean, put these in water later.
So, Luke Thompson.
Hi.
Hi. I like to think of him as Luke more now because he's more like humanized a little bit.
Becoming a little more personal.
Yeah. But, Luke, you get to Heather's apartment, and I guess you buzz up to her.
Yes.
All right. So you hit the buzzer, and Heather, you hear the buzzer go off.
I'm coming down.
Run to the button as quickly as you can. Hit it.
Yeah.
Come down and let in Thompson. Mm-hmm. All right. And you fill him in on...
Hello. Should I come in?
Yes, come in. I want to show you some stuff that I took from maybe my new bar.
I glance around behind me before I go in, just maybe a little bit paranoid. Just keep an eye out.
All right. You glance around before stepping into the apartment building. Nothing seems suspicious around you.
All right.
No olive oil spilled all over the floor or anything. No.
Nothing like that.
Not yet. We got to take care of that still. All right, well, I come inside. I don't take my jacket off or anything. I just kind of stand near the door when I close it.
So I went to see Sal.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
How was he?
he's okay. I mean,
That's a surprise.
he's hurting, but I think his plans are to get out of Dodge as quick as possible. And I only know that because he's signing the bar over to me. Because I'm so responsible.
Congratulations. I hope that his previous troubles don't follow the bar.
Yeah, I didn't want to get into it with him. That I kind of don't want to get shot in a drive-by, but I love him because he's the best.
Give it some time. He might not have to worry too much about certain villains for much longer.
Wait, what do you mean?
Well, Chucky's in the hospital.
Oh,
As far as I know, last time I checked, he wasn't yet conscious. He did get shot in the head after all. Well, it's been a number of hours. Should probably check on it, but there's also the one in the basement.
right.
Yeah. If that's who Sal was involved with, he might not have to worry for much longer.
Well, he thinks it was like a rival gang that did this.
That's very possible, too.
And I took a bunch of paperwork from the office of like money he was writing over to Chucky.
I see.
Well, I just give you all the paperwork because, I don't know, you're a detective. So, I don't know, maybe you could make sense of some of this?
Sure. I'll look it over. I'm not sure how much of this you want me to hang on to, though. I don't want to get your buddy Sal in trouble.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll need it all back, but just if you see any names in there that seem... I was kind of nervous to be in there, you know, with all the bullet holes and everything, so I just took as much as I could and just...
I kind of splay it out on the counter, walk over to... Is there like an island in the kitchen or something? I seem to remember.
Yeah, there's
Was
a
it
small
like an open
island that
area?
separates, yeah.
Yeah, I kind of splayed across that. Start looking through. I don't know if there's anything that stands out to me.
Well, I'm sorry, what are you looking through there, Joe?
A lot of Sal's paperwork and ledgers and shit from the bar, I guess. I don't know. Whatever she grabbed.
Well, you do know just by looking this over real quick. Well, give me an accounting roll.
See, she already passed that. I don't know if
Yeah,
I'm
she
an
did.
accountant.
Yeah, actually, you know what? Since you already passed that accounting roll,
There's no accounting for taste.
Heather, you're the one describing it to him.
Okay.
What looks illegal.
Yeah.
Okay. Point out the weird spots.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I only got a 5% in accounting, so not a good money guy, I guess.
Yeah. So as you're going through this, it looks like Chucky was laundering money through the fireside at the same time as getting payments from Sal.
All right. Yeah.
They might be cleaning house, or it could have been a message from another. Didn't the other detective say he thought it was a rival too?
Yeah.
Yeah, it could have just been a message. I don't know. If Sal moves on, maybe they will leave you alone. They pass it along and you're not involved, but I wouldn't try to open it up right away.
No, I don't even think... I mean, I wouldn't tell Sal, but, like, I kind of don't want anything to do with it at this point, but...
Might not be bad to sell then.
Sal's going to hand it over to you when he gets out of the hospital, which I'm not going to tell you when that is, but he will be getting out of the hospital at some point.
Just after the end of the world.
Is this before or after we get the snake carcass from the basement of the museum?
That's not my problem anymore. As far as I'm concerned, that's Raquel's problem now.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah.
We still have to
guys.
see biology professor.
Real quick,
look at it.
speaking of the Snake Folk and Raquel and the Magus 5 and
Oh yeah, let's talk
all
about
that
this.
stuff. So I got my 1985 weeks mixed up. I was a week ahead. So the ceremony for the Dimensional Shambler is supposed to take place on the 21st, not the 28th. In an earlier episode, Chad did say the 21st, and I confidently said, no, it's the 28th. But Chad was right. So it is the 21st, which means that there is 1 week until this ceremony.
Guys, that's only 46 more episodes until the date.
Yeah, great. No
The
pressure.
one time Walter took precise notes.
He's like, I think I know when I'm losing 10 years of my life, when I'm aging 10 years forward.
Yep.
So then, would the Morocco trip
Yes, the Morocco trip.
returning sooner.
He returns from the Morocco trip on the 19th. Now
The 19th. What time is it? Ish?
it is. Now that you've gotten to her apartment, we're gonna say it is noon.
Oh, we should go and see Walter soon. He's out of surgery.
Yeah, I guess we should probably take care of that now, I suppose. Maybe fill him in on some things.
I'm dying, but I'm feeling fine.
He'll be fine. Fine.
All right, so you guys catch each other up on everything that you came across. Anything you want to withhold, or anything you want to get into specifics about?
Do you tell me about
After I
going to
look
see your
through
buddy?
the paperwork and stuff, I think about it. I might have mentioned it, but I'll save everything for the discussion with Walter if he's up or wherever, or I'll fill you in a little bit on the car. I don't mention the box just yet.
Okay.
I'll make it a surprise. Like, check out this cool thing I got.
Okay.
But yeah, I've been asking around, and I may have learned a few things. Let's go talk to Walter.
All right, do you guys head over to Jefferson Hospital?
Yeah, he's missed a lot.
Okay. All right, let's fast forward to you guys getting to Walter's room. Tom has been there for a half hour before he leaves. Not too long after he leaves, Detective Thompson and Heather show up.
Guys, you're here. Good to see you. Walter looks probably pretty bored and excited to see you guys.
Did we see him on the way
Yeah.
did
into
not.
the hospital?
You did not.
Jinx, I was
Just missed him.
Did I see him in the parking lot when I was like pulling around looking for a spot?
I don't think so.
Rats.
Well, the odds of that are mathematically impossible, so...
Number guy, get out of here.
So, Walter?
Right. Hello, Walter. Hello there.
Walter! Do you feel better? Is it better? Can I see it?
It's certainly bandaged better. I'm feeling, I guess, more myself.
Yeah, Walter, you're still on a morphine drip right now, so you're feeling a little lightheaded, but you're not in pain right now. Like, not in a lot of pain, anyway. It's bearable.
Might describe some of his gleefulness.
Yes.
Yeah. See, the morphine's doing its job.
He kind of looks up at the bag. Oh, yeah, that. Bloop. Pushes the plunger.
I'm gonna check the drawer real quick for his books. Just like, oh no, wait, I don't know they're in there.
I feel like you've missed a lot, Walter. Since last night, even.
I wonder.
It's where to start. I was attacked outside of my house.
What? He kind of looks you up and down quickly.
By the two posing as gangsters. The names are... it's one of them. And Marduk. They attacked me with a pipe and fired at me. I shot Marduk in the head. Still alive, but as far as I know, still unconscious. And Higfrit might be dead in a crate in the U of Penn Museum basement. We tried to interrogate the Ophidian, and I honestly didn't know what to ask. You guys know a whole lot more about this ritual than I do, but
Holy
it
shit.
seems that we may have went a bit too far with the knocking him around a little bit.
Well, wait, back it up. Do they know that you know they're Ophidians? He looks kind of worried.
I believe that's for sure this time, especially if they attacked me outside my home. It was an ambush. They were waiting. It seems like the case, although I'm going to play stupid as long as I can. There's no indication that they know that I know necessarily, other than there was a pearl that Higfrid had on him, an opal, a stone.
A stone.
Well, apparently they're used for communication and tracking between the Ophidians. Heather held on to it. Somebody spoke to her through it. She may have said my name.
You said it's a stone? Like they were communicating through this opal?
Yes. So we ditched it down a sewer, and the police were immediately on the location. We were using Lenny's house as a safe house at the time, so then we had to hightail it out of there and ended up meeting up with Raquel. Geez, you missed so much in
Wow.
such a short period of time.
Okay,
So
and that's
much.
when you guys called me? That makes sense. It looks like
Yeah.
it's probably taken
Yeah.
him an extra moment to process it all, but he's putting it together.
So I did a little digging and I met up with my contact again and I produced this box within a box.
Okay.
What's in the box?
I say, he gave me this. I can't open it. This box apparently blocks the magical connection. He kind of shrugs. They can't track the opal through this box. I have an opal in here. If we need to use it, I've been taught how. So I could technically try to track the others, but they would be able to track me as well.
Wait, you can use the opal to track the other Ophidians?
Allegedly,
That sounds really useful.
but they would also know where I'm at.
Well, I mean, you have a car. We could maybe use it in random places while driving. Be harder to track.
I don't think using it too much right away is the right call. I don't know if they decide to hide him as well. We might lose our chance. Yeah, I don't want to abuse this. I think I'd rather save it for when we absolutely need it. I mean, we're getting closer to the day, right? There's still a few more running around out there that... Oh, right, that reminds me. So 2 of the heralds are indeed more powerful and more deadly than the others. The high priests Glaxoth and Kalabal, the mayor and his assistant, apparently have the power to burst a human heart. Just like with the original owner of your books there, Walter. So that confirms who killed Thule.
Jeez.
So they crushed his heart.
More made it burst, I think.
Oh my god.
It kind of exploded, like all of it, all at once.
I knew that autopsy seemed weird.
Yeah.
This is just a thought, but maybe as we get closer to the time of, the meteor shower, I mean, it's possible that the other Ophidians will gather together to do whatever they need to do.
I had already considered this. And the fact that they've all kind of convened here in Philadelphia makes me think that wherever they need to be for this ritual is close by. I mean, it might not be a specific location, but they might need a number of them in one place. Otherwise, they'd be all across the world as like a failsafe, right?
Brilliant detectiving.
Thank you.
Maybe they've got a ritual of their own planned for the meteor shower.
I think that's very likely. I mean, how else would you wake up an entire race of sleeping snake people underneath the earth? Ritual's the only way I can think of. A big alarm clock.
Keep in mind, the meteor shower is closer to like May. The ceremony during the new moon is the one that's on the 21st.
Oh, to stop them.
Okay.
Gotcha,
Yeah.
right. Well,
That's
then,
the one to help them find the location of them.
Man, you guys, it's a shame you got here as late as you did. Tom was just here. He probably would have been interested in that info, too.
I have a feeling I'll be speaking with some of your scholarly friends very soon. What with the lizard in the basement.
Did you speak with Willis, see if there was anything he could do to, maybe study it better or give us an edge that we don't know about?
It would. Oh, right, and that brings me to more. So we got to snooping after we spoke. I have something I need to play you, and I played the tape recording of the answering machine from Brightly's office.
All right. So you hear Tom saying about the experiment going wrong, and then you hear Willis's message where he talks down to you, or talks down about you.
Yeah, are you sure about Pendergast? And then they said something, I don't know, about like, it made it
Does-
seem like they were planning off you.
Does he even deserve 14 books?
Yeah, does he deserve even 14 books?
He doesn't even know any magic.
Well, I suppose the feeling's a little mutual in that regard. I mean, aside from Raquel, I really don't have too much faith in this Magus 5 at this point. I think it's more dangerous to summon this shambler than it's probably worth, let alone the whole aging business. He doesn't look very happy after hearing that message.
I'm not too sure about them either.
Well, Sal got shot.
Oh, yeah, I think I heard about that on the news. Has anybody talked to him? Is he okay?
Yeah, he's in the hospital, like, with you.
Here in Jefferson?
Yeah, he's doing okay.
Wow. maybe once they disconnect me, I can take a walk over there and see how he's doing.
Yeah, he asked about the professor. That's
He
you.
looks a little worried. Yeah, I think he'd recognize his nickname. Sal's always been a pretty stand-up guy to me. I'm really sorry to hear that he's going through it. Damn. Well, what about the... I guess Tom, didn't really seem like he was against me, but it sure does seem like Willis has been from the start now that you play this recording for me.
What experiment do you think he was talking about?
I'm not sure, but I don't know. I got a bad feeling. Some U of Penn students showed up dead recently too, and it's got me worried. I can't help but think it's mixed up in this as well. But I don't trust any of them. You guys have been pretty open, so is Raquel. But they're all still an odd mystery. It seems like we're the only ones really dealing with any of this stuff, and they're just kind of going on vacations to Morocco.
Yeah, that's kind of what's made me lose faith in this whole ritual thing. I mean, we're the ones with our feet on the ground here doing all the work.
Yeah, Magus 5 are supposed to be superheroes, I thought.
Yeah, I guess I wouldn't know anything about that, me being a plebeian.
All they're doing is playing with their books.
I want to look at the card that you got, your greeting card, just being newsy and like digging around.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at your books. I'm sorry I didn't get to watch your books. They told me I couldn't come in because you were already in surgery. I was late.
Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
This dude's handwriting is awful. What is he, like 3?
Let me see that.
All right. Thompson, you take a look. Give me an education roll. It's going to have to be a hard pass. Actually, hold on 1 second before you roll it. Let me just see
Jingle
if there's a
jangle.
more appropriate skill to roll, because we should go skills first. No, it would have to be an education roll, but I need a hard pass.
Okay, so nothing has changed. Yes.
Yes, nothing has changed.
Fuck up. Dick butt kiss. Fail. I have a high ED too, I was hoping. Does anything look familiar? Did I get a feeling or anything? Maybe push it. I guess I wouldn't have any of those photos. In my note... Well, no.
Could always push it.
Could I?
You can push it. Just you can just say something about that handwriting looks a little familiar because it's so childish. It seems to stand out a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, does it... should I wait until I'm reviewing evidence?
I mean, he's a math guy. I guess it's understandable that his handwriting would be kind of crazy, right?
You don't have like a notebook or like
Yeah.
photos with you?
I don't know if I would have the developed stuff. Wouldn't it have all gone... I mean, I don't know.
It would. You're right. No, you wouldn't have the photos with you.
I started putting the file in all together, but it's still pretty early. That was what, yesterday? Yeah.
Yeah.
I still have yet to go to the forensics lady was all bogged down.
Yep. All right. So no, you do not recognize this handwriting. I guess until you take a look at the photos, you can't push that roll.
Yeah, I'll wait. Felt a little familiar. Odd. Very messy.
Yeah, I did notice something odd earlier, too. I never realized it till today, but I don't think I've ever seen him wear anything other than his regular outfit. Maybe it's part of the school, attire or something, or maybe it's a math thing, but I
Sounds like a
almost
math
feel
thing.
like he's worn the same thing every time I've seen him.
Like a uniform?
Just like a cartoon.
I mean, maybe a caricature of a math
Inspector
cartoon.
Gadget?
The school colors? Maybe it is uniform. No?
He kind of thinks back, and do I recall what colors they are?
You recall what colors they are. However, when he asks school colors, it's not the school colors for Penn.
Yeah, I guess not that school.
Well, I'd imagine we're going to try to contact some of the others.
What is he wearing? Does it smell?
Uh,
If he wears the same outfit every day, he probably stinks.
Never really noticed that, but man, he looks really disappointed. He's like, I've really I had a good feeling about Tom. I really thought, I wanted him to be on our side. I still want him to be on our side.
I mean, well, we still don't know anything about any of them, but for now, I don't really trust either.
George, based on the two messages, I mean, Tom didn't really make any, like, threatening kind of, nothing he said was threatening, excuse me. So, I mean, like, do I get a feeling of suspiciousness from Tom at this point, or am I still kind of hoping that he's a good guy?
I wouldn't think you would, just based off of that message anyway. He visited you in the hospital. The message, all it was him talking to Brightly saying that his experiment went wrong, or something went wrong with an experiment. So I don't think you really have reason to.
I'm still holding out.
It seems like they're still holding out on us, though. I mean, like, what experiment that those two are involved in? I mean, maybe it has something to do with school, but didn't one of them go to Morocco, or no? Was it just
Brightly?
Just Brightly? He didn't give a name? Okay.
He still looks like he's pondering. He's like, why would he visit me? I mean, that seemed like a pretty thoughtful gesture of him to come all the way down here just to say hi to me.
Well, maybe he's fine. Maybe he's just been busy.
Yeah, he did say he finished all of his plotting, at least. That makes one of us ready for next week. Kind of looks nervous. Bead of sweat drips down the left side.
I don't know why you guys insist on going through with this. I mean, when you first mentioned that it would sap years from your life, I mean, I didn't believe it. But I've seen some things since then.
Well, Christ, if they're going to kill me over them, I might as well just give them the damn books and continue with what we've been doing so far. We seem to be way more effective than anything the four of them have done, with the exception of Raquel.
I don't trust them enough to give them your books. They're something fishy.
Yeah, but I'd rather be alive than have some dusty old tomes.
Yeah.
You've already gleaned some other knowledge aside from just plotting multi-dimensional shapes, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, aside from the significant financial value of these, were I to restore them and perhaps depart with them, there's that, but also, yeah, I mean, who knows what hidden gems are tucked away within these pages?
As long as you have some locked away safely that they can't get to, I don't know. Might be better to hang on to them for now. They haven't tried to kill you for them yet.
Yet.
But
gosh, so what, we just play along with this and pretend that we don't even know that they're kind of plotting on me, at least?
Well, I don't know what your relationship with Willis is, but the fact that he spoke so plainly about you too brightly at least makes me think that those two at least don't care for you too much. I'd say play dumb for now if you can, because obviously I wasn't supposed to be in Brightly's office to begin with.
Yeah, I mean, we don't want to show our hands too early if there's something afoot here.
Exactly. I asked if there was any way to track books or objects that my contact knew of. Negative.
This is just an idea, and I almost hate to suggest it given your profession, but I mean, is it worth taking it a step further and perhaps looking into Brightly's residence?
I had already planned on that.
Okay. He actually looks a little relieved at that.
Yeah. Once I heard he was out of town, it was kind of my first thought. However, I haven't planned on when.
It might be better if we don't know.
True.
Given our adversaries here, the less we know might be a boon to us, were any of us to get captured. He looks a little grave.
I may or may not go and check out his house.
He smiles. He likes the idea. You can see he's definitely looking a little disappointed, though, by the news you guys have revealed.
They were not kind about you. All right, so do you guys say anything else? Fill anyone else in? Ask anything else of each other?
Maybe next time we see him, I'll greet him with a lightning bolt. He mumbles under his breath.
I asked about Sethagwa. They don't... All of the heralds apparently are worshippers of Yig. They don't care for even to hear that name spoken. I don't have much more info other than, as far as I know, we don't have any Sethagwa worshippers that we're dealing with.
Well, I mean, I do still have several books to go through. I mean, there may be additional information that wasn't available then. I mean, if these people have been awake and living among us, people, he says with quotes in the air, I mean, it's possible that whoever wrote these books might have knowledge about specific Ophidians, although, I mean, that's probably grasping at straws, but, I mean, you know, the books are much younger than the Ophidians, so
Yeah.
it's possible.
They don't seem like they were. Yeah, they don't seem like they're related to the Ophidians at all. My contact said that if it were an Ophidian relic, or if the book was, it might be able to track it. But they seem like just like sort of a compendium of knowledge, and some of it seems to deal with the Ophidians. Am I wrong? I mean, you have how many books total? And I don't know. I mean, it seems like a lot of different info in these volumes.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, on different subjects, but I mean, all of them seem to have some connection with the Ophidians. That's an interesting question. I wonder if the entire series has more to do with them. I mean, the others... Huh.
I assume so. Especially if these things are coded, and none of these books make sense to me. But it would be nice to have a coherent, legible compendium of what everyone's knowledge from these books is, but I don't know if we're going to get that.
I wouldn't expect that from the others. Maybe Raquel, but I mean, that's 2/5 of the puzzle.
Well, I think that's it, I guess. I mean, that's everything that's happened in the small amount of time since your surgery.
I did want to ask what he was wearing, what Tom Winks was wearing. In case we see him, I want to see if he's wearing the
Sweater
same thing.
vest kind of thing.
If it's the same thing, yeah, it would have been what he was wearing at Raquel's that one time.
That's enough to give you an EDU roll.
Who, me?
An education roll.
Yeah.
Think back to it. Going to be hard pass.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Oh,
You
man.
guys saw him before.
It's a regular pass. It's not hard.
There's some green in there and maybe some yellow.
I might have to look over my evidence. Nope. Too focused on
Nope.
snakes.
I mean,
I
maybe
guess.
it's just a math thing. I don't know. It was so specific that, you know, it just kind of stuck out when I thought about it this time.
Probably should get back to work, though. Got a lot going on. I'm going to have to call Raquel, I assume, at some point. Set up a meeting. I was hoping that maybe we can get together with some of the others at the school, too. Not sure what time they regularly finish school, but I assume it's sometime early evening.
Seems like a fair assumption. Okay, well, I guess just keep me in the loop if there's anything I can do. Otherwise, I guess I'll just pour through these books best I can.
I think that's what you can do right now, Walter.
And what about you, Heather? Any thoughts on what to do next?
I mean, I could help you go through your books. I was just going to call Raquel and see if she heard back from Brightly, since we said that you messed up one of your books, you know.
Mm-hmm.
If we called his bluff or whatever.
Yeah, tell me more about that so I can be a little prepared if it comes down to it. What exactly did you say? One of the books is damaged?
Yeah, she just said that one of the books is damaged. One of your books got damaged. And we were hoping that if he's not being truthful about going to Morocco, thank you, he would, you know, in a panic, call her or call you or someone.
What about the Morocco thing? Did you guys find anything in his office that might suggest why he's going there? That seems kind of random, right?
I mean, we pretty much tore that office apart.
Yeah. I
didn't find nothing.
I kind of knocked the whole bookshelf down, and it made a bunch of noise.
There was a safe.
Yeah, there was a safe we couldn't get in.
Yeah, it didn't work out too well. I assume maybe his house will turn up something better, but like I said, may or may not go and check it out. I kind of wink.
Jeez, you guys have given me a lot to think about. He kind of smiles at that.
When do you get out of here anyway? Walter,
You're not exactly sure when you get
He lives
out.
there now.
However, You have already been told by the nurses that you're going to have to be there at
7 months.
least Saturday. You have to be there
Okay.
till at least Saturday.
Yeah. I guess I'll be here a little bit longer, but probably best not to rush this. I feel kind of like like a paper bag in the rain a little bit. Delicate. It's funny, all the things I've fixed throughout the years, kind of helpless when it comes to my own self.
That's deep. All right. So, where do Thompson and Heather go from here?
Were you gonna stay and help him with books?
I mean,
Book stuff?
no. I don't know how to do it.
Do what?
Book stuff.
Read?
Yeah. I mean, kind of.
Is it in a different language? Are they in a different language? It's in all kinds of weird shit, right?
There's definitely some parts that are in Latin that takes a bit
Yeah.
longer to translate, but
Yeah.
it's good practice. A little rough, but I know the basics still. Takes some time, but it's fun.
Yeah, it sounds like a blast.
I bet you our linguistics specialist would appreciate it.
I mean, wait, what are you doing?
I have to go back to work. I'll be calling Raquel from work. Hopefully set up a meeting with Willis Freeman about this corpse.
Okay, yeah, just drop me off at Walter's house if you can.
Sure.
I'm gonna look in Lenny's house. I'm gonna get the key from Walter for Lenny's house because he said he has it on him.
Oh, there you go. Good call. He says, yeah, he gave me this before. Oh. And he stops and takes it off the key ring and hands it to you solemnly.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so now you have the key to Lenny's house. And Thompson, you going to drop her off there?
Sure.
Can you drop me off at like a local hardware store that's just close and like I know you have to go back to work. I'll just walk back to the.
It might be a little easier for me.
Okay.
All right, so you get dropped off at the neighborhood hardware store, not too far from your house.
I'm gonna make 2 copies of the key.
Okay.
I feel like there could be a push roll where I break the key in the lock, and then something could happen.
It could
I was
happen.
wondering what she was gonna do at the hardware store. I was like, well, was she gonna get a bunch of like materials and do like a weapon making montage?
Yeah.
Yeah, like an A-team thing.
Strap like a torch to like a knife on a stick.
Maybe I could. Maybe I get in. How big are nail guns? They're like.
Nail gun.
I'm gonna buy a nail gun. I'm gonna buy one anyway,
Pretty big.
Yeah.
just in case.
The big one.
All right. You purchase a nail gun. When you buy it, the guy at the counter says, "Do you have an air compressor?"
There are ones
say-
that don't use air. They have
I don't think they had them in 1985 though.
oh,
did
I'm
they?
not sure. They're basically like 22 casings with the nail in it, so they have like a small.
Oh no, they do have those.
gunpowder charge.
They do have
yeah.
those. Yeah, they definitely had those. So that's an older one. Yeah.
Well, I want that.
I want
that one.
So he goes, "Oh, okay." Then he takes the one you had and puts it back and directs it to the one that you
They're
want.
like concrete ones. Something.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go in Lenny's house. Walk to Lenny's house with my
With
nail
the
gun
nail gun.
and my keys.
All right. All right. So you head to Lenny's. We'll leave you there for right now.
Great.
And Thompson, you head back to work.
I head on back to work. I grab the flowers out of my back seat of the sweet T-bird. I take the box in the box. I put it under my seat in the car for now. I don't want to bring it in.
All right.
Yeah, I head inside and I go directly to forensics.
In the basement. Okay.
Flowers in hand, I assume.
Oh yeah, now behind my back.
Oh, classy.
Oh,
I
like
dropped
a
my-
surprise.
Drop my pencil thing.
Catherine.
Ack. Chocolate Mondays. Ack.
So you head down to the basement of the police precinct where the forensics lab is. Mm-hmm. When you get down there, you see that there are about 10 people walking around doing different things. And at the center of these people, you happen to find Catherine.
Is there she have like a computer, like a desk that she normally uses or sits at or whatever? I kind of walk over toward that and I put the flowers down, clear my throat.
You put it down in front of her, and then she turns around to see you standing there. And she looks shocked for a second. Then she blushes a little bit and goes, "Oh, hi, Detective Thompson."
Hello, Catherine. Sorry for dumping so much extra work on you the other day. Just a little something to say I'm sorry.
She looks at the flowers and looks at you, and she looks genuinely appreciative of them and goes, "Well, thank you, Detective Thompson. That's really nice of you. And, well, I'm sorry. I kind of came off maybe a little bitchy last time, but, there's just so much work to do right now."
Yes, you guys have been working too hard. I think we all have. I've been trying to give you time. Have you managed to get to the University of Penn girls yet?
What was it?
There was the fabric, whatever else that like some of the forensics team might have picked up that I don't know about.
Okay.
There were photos, toxicology and blood work for the girls.
Yeah, so the toxicology and blood work came back, and it said there was morphine found in their blood. The blood was almost completely void of nutrients. Does
that mean they were starved?
Well, Catherine says to you, "Well, it seems like they haven't eaten for a very long time. Their bodies were actually extremely emaciated."
Was there anything found on the bodies that might point to where they might have been kept? Or does the fabric come back? Anything special?
So the fabric turned out to be wool. All 3 different colored strands were all wool.
All from the same article of clothing?
That's what it might have been. They're all of similar pattern and cut and shape.
I'm looking over my notes. Is there like one of those, like, do they have like the zoomed in like picture from the microscope of the wool?
Of course they do.
Does that ring any bells for me? Those colors?
Let's see if it does. If
I
you
was
push
just
that
thinking
roll.
Oh, shitty butts. I got a 70 against regular pass. Damn it. Well, I'll keep it in mind.
Okay, so you're doing this, looking at this microscope that has the fibers in it, and you keep zooming in, enhance. Then you hear a crack because you zoomed in too fast and you broke the slide
Yeah.
that the strands were on.
Oh, I'm sorry. Whoops.
And Catherine goes, "Oh my God, it's a good thing we already analyzed those." Detective Thompson.
I'm sorry. This is I shouldn't be around this stuff.
She goes, "A good thing you brought me flowers." And she laughs a little bit.
I guess I'll have to bring more next time.
I wouldn't hate that.
I'd say it's likely. I get a little flabbergasted, I think. He didn't know what to say. Was there anything else? Not from her, maybe. I assume that, like, the printed photos of the scene and the warrants that I was looking for would be left on my desk or in somebody's bin, mailbox, something. I don't know where I normally get that shit from.
Warrants.
I called to get a warrant so I could get the info for the 2 U of Penn students this morning.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So that's actually good. You had to call your sergeant, Frank Manning.
Before I leave her, I say, any idea what the marks on their head could have been from?
She says, "Yeah, they appear to be burn marks,
Yeah.
like 2nd-degree burns."
Any idea what would leave a pattern of burn marks like that? I mean, aside from like an electric chair? Kind of shrugs.
She says to you, "It's weird because their shape is so perfectly round. It had to have been some sort of man-made device that did this."
I see.
Would
Very
you
well.
like to play a game?
Thank you. I'll see what I can do with this stuff. See you soon. Good luck.
Says, "Thanks, Detective Thompson. Try not to break anything on the way out."
I kind of smile and nod.
All right.
Head to Frank Manning.
All right, so you go to Frank Manning's desk and he goes, "Hey, Thompson, here's that warrant that you wanted."
Thanks there, Sergeant Manning.
Hands it to you in a file. And he goes, "Well, you might not be needing it right now. Thing is that Chucky M woke up not too long ago.
Oh, did it?
And he didn't have the best things to say about you, that's for sure."
I did just shoot the guy. I'd imagine he wouldn't have a whole lot of nice things to say.
Well, the thing is, in this situation here, we're not going to be able to hold him for anything exactly right now, it doesn't look like. So we're worried. We're worried about him getting word out to the rest of his crew. And that they might get to you. So it came down from the chief suggesting that you would go into protective custody.
Respectfully, I'll have to decline.
I don't know if you're able to decline this one, Thompson. The chief is pretty adamant on it. I gotta admit, I thought you'd be a little more open to the idea.
Unfortunately, there's a lot of dirty stuff going on in this department.
What are you talking about?
I don't trust the chief. He's gonna off me just like he killed Lenny. Cobb.
Oh. You think he killed that Cobb guy? That's an awful big accusation there, Thompson.
Well, he has a lot closer relationship with Chucky M than he would let you believe. And the chief's already threatened me once. So once again, respectfully, I'd like to decline. Now, the question is, are you going to let me walk out of this office without any problems? I mean, you could at least do that much for me. Give me a chance. If I'm not under arrest.
He sighs for a second, and he goes, "Tell you what, Thompson, I'll let you go for now, but don't be surprised if someone else stops you."
Yeah. I'll keep that in mind.
You're my guy, Thompson. That's why I'm letting you go right now.
This is all going to be cleared up. Don't worry.
All right, well, best of luck to you.
Thanks.
You leave his office?
Ooh, yeah. Can I see my office from there? Is it nearby?
It is not.
No.
It's like the opposite side of the or opposite side of the bullpen kind of area.
Yeah. I'm going to go to my office. Grab some things.
You walk across the space where everyone's bustling and everything. Go through there, and no one stops you.
Okay. I'm gonna grab basically the file on these murders, the pictures or anything I can. Scoop up a couple of these things because I can't help but work even if I'm not working.
Right. So you scoop up you put everything in that file.
These girls deserve that much.
Too much at stake.
So you put all of that information in the file with the warrant.
Mm-hmm. Briefcase. Maybe grab a couple things. I don't know. Some ammunition. Some more bullets.
All right.
And yeah. Well, I'm gonna. Ooh.
Did you ever get your gun back after that shooting incident?
No, I mean that would have been last night. You know, it's probably still being
you had
processed.
a spare in the desk though.
Yeah, I have another one.
Cool.
I guess that's it. All right, I better bounce.
All right. So, Detective Thompson, you start to leave. You get out the front steps and into the parking lot area where your car is. As you're exiting the precinct, a car pulls up in front with the lights on. Two cops get out of it, and one of them comes up to you and puts a hand up in like a stop motion. Not stop motion like animation, but like he holds up his hand to stop you.
Yeah.
He says to you, Detective Thompson, I'm afraid you're going to have to come with us. It's really for your own good.
Got no time, boys. I start up this sweet tea.
You're not at your car yet.
Oh, I'm not at it yet.
No, they stop you right when you're walking to the parking lot.
Oh, I said I really don't have no time for this.
He says, I'm going to have to ask you to get in. And he turns his head around to the other cop who's out of the car as well. He says, Lockley, go ahead and escort the good detective into the car. Make sure his head doesn't hit the roof.
Start backing up.
All right, you start backing up, and the guy who's holding up his hand starts to come towards you, and he goes, Detective Thompson, this is not in your best int. And as soon as he goes, int, you see the other cop karate chop him across the neck, and he collapses to the ground.
Cool!
You hear a familiar voice go, Run, detective! You must run!
I do like a hood slide across the car that cut me off. Head to my car. Oh,
Badass.
neat. Oh, man, saved by the rock
my
boom.
God.
Boy, am I glad I called that guy. Oh, jeez. Okay, so I've run to my car, and I gotta get out of there.
You bolt to your car, get into it, and you peel out of the parking lot. Where do you go from there, Detective Thompson?
Here's something I've been wondering for a while, and I haven't needed to pursue this avenue exactly yet, but I was headed there eventually anyway. Do I have any, like, criminal informants or, like, people that could get their hands on illegal things or, like, do illegal things that I kind of overlook for assistance when I need it?
Well, you know people that are under Chucky for the most part, but you know some small-time, like, drug dealers and stuff.
That's what I'm looking at. I seem to remember stripping cars was a lot bigger in the 80s. Anyone I know that might have a garage, or anyone that ever got in trouble for stripping cars? I need somewhere to lay low and stash my sweet tea. That's what I'm thinking. If not, there's something else I need to. But I'm gonna make to hit up my criminal informant.
All right. You hit up your criminal informant.
Not tied to the mob.
No, one that's not tied to the mob, as far as you know. Small-time drug dealer who just goes by Freddy.
Yeah, he's real big in the break-in scene, I think. This kid knows what he's doing, head spins and stuff.
Break-in. But Freddy is a small-time drug dealer, but he has a very nice car,
Okay.
and you know exactly where he lives. You pull up to his apartment complex, and you... what do you want to do?
Would I have felt more comfortable calling him first? Or just showing up there? Do I have, like,
You would feel more comfortable just showing up there.
Okay. Then that I will do.
Okay, so you show up to his apartment complex, and you kind of park next to his car, wait there for a little bit, and eventually, after a couple hours of you staking it out there, you see him come out to his car.
I probably do the cop thing where I, like, cut off his car so he can't pull out once he gets in.
Okay.
I pull up next to him if he's parked, like, on the sidewalk or whatever. Or it's in the driveway. Or I roll my passenger side window down, which is awkward because you have to lean all the way across and then turn the knob.
So you roll your passenger side window down after crossing the center console.
Mm-hmm. I wait for him to roll his driver's side down.
And he rolls his down, and he goes, "Oh, hey, Detective Thompson, how's it going?"
Freddy, how have you been? Keep it on the up and up, I assume.
Oh, of course, Detective. You know
Always.
me. I'm keeping my nose clean.
Me too. Well, it seems like I got a lot of trouble on my hands. I need to know if you can get me a firearm and possibly be able to store the T-Bird for a bit, if I need it.
He says, "Well, Detective Thompson, I don't know if I have those kind of connections. I wouldn't know where to begin with something like that. Give me a persuade."
Pull out my wallet.
Okay.
And give him a hundy.
Give him a hundo. He goes, "You know, my memory's starting to come back to me a little bit. I do know a guy who has a chop shop in North Philly. You know, maybe you could hide the T-Bird out there for a little bit, but you might want to pay them off, make sure they don't strip down your T-Bird." It is a beaut there, Detective Thompson.
Why, thank you. I do love her. Am I still rolling this? Or
No, you don't have to roll persuade anymore. You just gave him $100.
I say, and what about the other thing? Something untraceable. Handgun.
He looks around a little bit and he goes, well, Detective, that's going to be a little harder to come by.
Yeah, just let me know what I owe you.
He goes, well, I mean, and he holds out his hand. He goes, my palm's getting a little dry here.
How much do I still have on me? I take out another 100? I don't know. That's a lot in the 80s.
It's a whole lot.
Yeah.
And he says to you, well, good for you. I do know a guy that can get something that wouldn't be traceable back to, well, anyone really, except the original owner of the gun, but it is no longer in that person's possession.
Very good. I'll come back tomorrow and pick it up.
Says, that sounds fine. Yeah, come back tomorrow. I should have it for you then.
All right, I'll talk to you then. Thanks there, Freddie.
He goes, yeah, no problem. Can I pull out of the spot now?
Yeah, I gotta run. You haven't seen me. I didn't see you.
Hold on, I gotta make a note here.
Yeah, me too. Thursday. I gotta pick that up.
I think the 64 T-Bird was still in the era of bucket seats as well.
So it's still Wednesday, but it is 3 o'clock for you, Detective Thompson. What are you doing between 1 and 3 there, Heather?
At Lenny's. I'm just gonna dig through all his shit. See if I find anything about Chucky or anything that is helpful. Any weapons that I can steal.
No, it's been cleaned out of weapons and everything. As far as stuff about Chucky, Lenny tried not to keep too much evidence around his house about his connections, other than his paychecks.
Yeah, Lenny doesn't really have a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Pretty bare bones.
You still have his gun when we were here last
Yeah.
night?
Yeah.
Or this morning?
Oh my god, that was just this morning. Right.
Yeah, it is still Wednesday the 13th.
I'm gonna go back over to Walter's and call Raquel.
Okay, so you head over to Walter's, call Raquel. She does not... Where do you call? Her house or her...
Her office. I guess it's still
Her
school
office.
time.
It is still school time. You get an answering machine.
Hey Raquel, this is Heather. I'm at Walter's right now. You could just give me a call back. I don't know if I'll be here then, but okay, just catching up. Bye.
Bye. All right.
That's it. I guess I'm just gonna go back to the hospital then. I just wanted to see if I could get a hold of Raquel.
Okay. Yeah. Do you tell her where to call you back at or anything?
Yeah, just say like I'm at Walter's, but if I'm not here, I'm gonna be visiting him. But I'm not gonna say at the hospital. I'm just gonna say visiting him. Any sneaky snakes come in and try and listen to this message.
Damn them sneaky snakes.
When we broke into Brightly's office and I looked through all his stuff and I like wrote down a bunch of stuff. Any chance that I found his address in any of his like planners or anything to know where he lives?
Who, Brightly? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you have his address.
How far is it from Walter's house?
From Walter's house?
He seems like a mainliner.
He does seem like a mainliner, doesn't he? I didn't have a specific area picked out for him. Let's say he lives out on the main line.
I've been living out in Ardmore for quite some time now.
Maybe. This is annoying, I'm sorry, but I can't remember. Do I have Walter's car still? Or do I not have Walter's car?
I was thinking about that earlier. You totally have that and the keys.
No, you do.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've had that for a little bit.
I'm gonna swing by there then.
All right. We're going to take you to 4 o'clock there. All right. And you get to Brightly's residence out on the main line there, main line area. Manayunk.
Do I see a car? Does he have like a single home? What's his
Well-
sitch?
It looks like a single home by itself. You don't see a car there.
Is there a driveway?
There's a driveway, but there is no car there.
All right, I'm gonna go look in the windows.
All right. You peek into the windows. They're mostly curtained. There's a little cracks in the curtain that you can see through a little bit. And what you see is everything looks very... all the furniture looks like it's like rich mahogany and like he has like a bearskin rug in there.
Ugh.
And like it's
So brightly.
yeah. It's very brightly looking.
Does it look like there's any like action in there? Like,
No lights are on. Well, there wouldn't be lights on. Well, there might be with the... Anyway, it doesn't look like anyone's in there from what you can see through these little cracks.
okay, does he have a back door?
Of course there's a back door, yes.
All right, I'm gonna go to the back door.
Okay, the back door, you go around the side past the alleyway. There's a large fence, a 7-foot fence that goes around his yard.
Okay.
And so you go to the back door.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and open it. See if any windows open, any doors open.
Nothing's opening as you're trying it.
7-foot fence, pretty tall. I feel like nobody could see me. Can I try and pick the lock?
You certainly can.
Into some shenanigans. Sorry, I'm just looking for lockpick. That's why I'm jangling so long.
I know you have pretty good.
Come on. 52. I have 40.
Ooh.
That's
Here's
lot
a
of
luck episode.
That's a lot of luck. I don't even have that much luck. I don't even have it.
Oh.
All right, I'm gonna go try and pick the front lock.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. I'll give you that.
Oh, maybe I'll use this thing.
Uh-oh. What is this? Oh, yeah, there you go. The tower.
The tower, but I have to balance it because they bounce out, so I have to set it up like a diving board into my tray. 24. Yeah, it's a pass.
Ooh. Is that a hard pass too?
It's not a hard pass. I need
Okay.
4 more for a hard pass.
But it is a pass. All right. So after fiddling with this front lock for about a full minute,
Totally inconspicuous.
yeah, the front door does open.
Okay. And then I yell in the door just in case anybody was looking. Honey, I forgot my key.
Okay.
Yeah, but I remembered my lockpick set, so we're good. Nobody would pay any mind to that.
Thank God I took that class in lockpicking.
That explains it. Call the police back. Tell them it was nothing. She forgot her key, but she had the lockpick, so it was okay.
Ditzy dame.
This baddie broad.
All right, now I'm going to search through all of his stuff, see if I see any plane tickets, any planners that say he's going to Morocco.
Oh yeah, people used to go to travel agencies, and they had all kinds of
all
like
of the little
different.
flyers and the brochures, and
Man, traveling was stupid before the internet.
Yeah, you do find.
I don't even know how you did it.
I can't imagine. Did you have to go to the airport to buy tickets?
Yeah.
That's weird, right?
Yeah. But I think
No,
you actually did. Like,
I think it's what the travel agency was for. They'd set all that up and get it all for you, right?
yeah, but you literally could just go there and be like, 1, please.
1 ticket, please.
Let you through with a whole thing of hairspray. Wow.
Yeah, for real. You could bring anything.
So much shampoo.
Smoking cigarettes on the plane.
Yeah. When did that stop?
Sometime in the 80s, I think it was like mid to late.
No shit. Wow.
Yeah, I
Can
think
you imagine how smoky the plane is, or like how like gross the windows would be? Like scrape the nicotine off.
Yeah, disgusting. And it's just cycling the same air. Yeah, it's got to be terrible.
Maybe they had good filters.
Who knows?
And they just crack a window.
Yeah, they chuck their beer cans out the window.
Just crack one of the. Hope it doesn't like suck anybody out.
Just a
Right.
crack, a little
Just
crack.
a little bit.
So, So, Heather, you do find some evidence that it looks like he was going to Morocco. Some of his, some receipts from the travel agency.
Okay.
And you also find receipts from the university which funded it.
Okay. I write all that stuff down, like the time his plane leaves, when it comes back.
Mm-hmm.
If there's a list of any of the students that are going with him, or something like that. Write down their names.
Now just find that 15th book and scram. You're good.
I was gonna say, and I'm gonna go look around for. I'm gonna go look around for his books.
I bet they're everywhere.
When you do look that up,
You know what I can't stop thinking about? When you said that in his office he has books that have like wood covers. That is so cool.
Yeah, pretty neat.
you see through this ledger, and you see the receipts for the proposals for the funding for this trip to Morocco. And it looks like the funding for the expedition was just asked for 1 week ago.
Mm-hmm. Shady.
Very few students were able to actually go due to, having to make plans and time to save up money and all that stuff.
Does anything say what the expedition is about?
It says something about ancient Sumerian text.
That's never good.
No, doesn't sound good.
No.
Sounds like a whole nother plot line that I can't even keep in my brain right now. It's like, maybe couldn't he just go to Alaska? We could just
Just chill in Alaska where there's another plot line.
yeah.
We still gotta go to the play.
I'm gonna look for his books. I'm gonna see if I find any of his little, cubes that he's been plotting.
You actually don't find any of his Magus 5 books, at least not anywhere that you would think they would be within the house, like bookshelves, at least on any stands or anything. You can't find them.
Okay, is there any safes that I see behind pictures, like in the movies?
You're checking out behind pictures?
Yeah, shelves,
All right.
stuff like that.
All right. You don't find anything like that behind any of the paintings hanging around the wall. Paintings like French generals. And
Yeah,
on white horses.
white
things like that.
horses. I knew you were gonna.
He loves the white horses with the blonde manes.
Oh man.
See an answering machine. Try this again.
All right, so you play back his answering machine. You don't hear anything on it. You even rewind it a lot to see if there's anything. Nothing seems particularly interesting on there. There's a couple messages from the school board.
And Raquel.
That's right. There's the one from...
About the book and the spill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's one about the book, the spill, and the damage done to the book.
Okay. Why is it so long ago that I can't? I'm thinking, is there caller ID? I have an idea, but that's not going to work if there's no caller ID back then.
Nope.
Okay.
Give me a listen roll.
Okay. Come here, little babies. 13.
You hear the front door start to creak open.
Okay.
Rutherford? And we're ending the episode there.
Ooh, got caught. Gonna get caught.
I'm going to go under the bed just like every 80s movie. I'm going to be real quiet.
Oh man.
We'll see what happens.
Oh man.
I'm like his assistant or something.
Let's roll luck. I ain't letting you forget.
Ooh,
It
nice
is the
catch.
third episode. Time to roll up.
Rutherford.
Remember, you want to get above.
You want to fail your
Easy peasy.
Yeah, you want to fail your luck so you can increase
to
it.
increase it. Yeah.
If I go under my luck, I'm going to throw the computer across the room.
Don't do that.
Yes.
Yeah.
30. That's over.
91. 8.
9.
Yes.
Damn, there you go.
We're so much better at this game than George. We're gonna win this.
We're good, guys. We're good now. We're good now. 10 to 18. Sweet. Good. Brother
Not
Fern.
bad at all.
Makes up for that one last time.
Mother. You think it's his mom? Mother. I feel like it would be weird like that.
What, like Skinner?
Yeah.
That's all I can think of.
The old private
exactly.
cottage right behind the house.
Mother, our date is until 3 today.
The in-law suite. It's like the
Oh, yeah. Mother-in-law suites.
building above the garage or whatever.
I don't know if a wife could put up with Rutherford.
No, it's a prostitute.
Maybe a
That's
prostitute.
brutal.
It's his mother.
Oh, no.
Same thing.
The prostitute.
Yeah.
He-
It's the
she
same.
was a, yeah.
Finkel is Einhorn. Einhorn is Finkel.
And on that note,
my
we're gonna
God!
I think he said we're gonna go.
That was pretty
yeah,
bad.
we're gonna go on that note. Everyone remember Saturday is overrated.
Thanks everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.